Good afternoon, Professor. I hope you're doing good. Uh, yeah, this is the recording for assignment number 3 with the problem 5.8. So I'm gonna read out loud to you the the problem or what I need to do. So it says write a method that tests whether a year is a leap year. That is a year with 366 days. Exercise 3.14 describes how to test whether a year is a leap year. In this exercise, use multiple if statements and return statements to return the result as soon as you know it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you from this problem. Here I got my notes on my iPad. I wrote the notes about what I understood that we need to do for this exercise. So first, I'm gonna tell you about the conditions or the if and else statements that the problem is telling us to use. So I found out using the exercise 3.14 and research in Google like how a leap year works and those things. So I have if the year is divisible by 400 or 4, then it can be considered as a leap year. If the year is divisible by 100, then it is not considered a leap year. So we have those two if statements. We have a statement if it is considered a leap year and if it isn't. And also, I'm going to put an else statement. And for the else statement, I'm just going to say that if it's none of the above, I'm just going to say that it's not a leap year. Okay? So we will have three if statements and one else statement. Um, so we have that. Alright, so for the method that we are gonna work with is called is leap year, as we can see here on the problem. And we're gonna be returning as a result from those if and else statements. We're gonna be returning booleans. I mean, we can see here it says boolean, so the program is expecting true or false as a result. So I'm gonna be returning true or false depending on the input, depending on what the program runs and those things. Um, let's see. Also, we're gonna be using the scanner, obviously, so we can put our or we can write our input in the system, and then the program can determine what output will be the one. Um, and to finalize what I have in my notes here, so I have some input examples. I have a leap year, I have a non-leap year, and I have a number for the else statement. So for the leap year, I have 2024. The non-leap year, I have 1990. And to run the else statement, I decided to put 2023. All right. So we're gonna go to VS Code. Okay. So I have here my document, you could say. Um, Alright, so here I'm gonna start working on the if and else statements. So I'm gonna write the first if statement, which is gonna be the if it's I'm sorry leap year. Sorry, I couldn't get the word out. So we have if. Oh yeah, sorry. I need to. Sorry, I need to. I need to write the method first. Public static boolean. Okay, so if is leap year, and then we put integer year. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna put an integer because years are whole numbers. And also this name for the method is the one that the exercise or the problem is giving us, so we're gonna use that one. Alright, so we're gonna write the first if statement. If year, the integer year, is what? Divisible? Yes, divisible by 400 and equals 0, right? We're gonna return true. So if we get this, then it means that the year is a leap year. Then we're gonna start with the next if statement. If year is divisible by 100 and equals 0, we're gonna return false. False. Alright, so this will be if we have a non what? Non-leap year. Yes. Sorry, I'm struggling with words. Then we're gonna make another if statement with the 4. So it's year divisible by 4. Oh, sorry. 4 and it equals to 0. We're gonna write return true. So we have two if statements to make sure that we will get a leap year, and also if we don't. So we have it right there. And then, oh, sorry. I'm gonna make the else statement. Else return false. Okay. So we have our if statements to make sure that the number that we decide to put in the program, it will process the number and then it'll give us a result. And the values that we're gonna return are boolean, so you can see that we have true, false, and yeah. So now I'm gonna work on the main thing. So I'm gonna be working on the part where the program is gonna ask the user for input. So I'm gonna write public static void main string. Okay. And now we need the scanner, so we can get our input. Import Java util scanner. Okay, we're gonna create the scanner to new scanner system dot in. Okay. Alright, so we have the first thing on the, we could say the main thing of our program, which is the input. Now I'm gonna create the variable that we need. I'm gonna call it year equals scanner next integer. Okay. So we have a variable called year that takes input from the user and it takes integers. Okay. So now here I'm gonna create an if statement that, depending on the input that we decide to give to the program, then it'll run this. It'll run this whole thing, or it won't run it. So I'm just gonna write if. It's called is leap year. So I'm gonna put this. And then I'm gonna print system out print. I'm gonna put year plus is a leap year. Okay, we have that, and then an else statement. System out print year plus is not a leap year. Okay. Now I'm gonna close the scanner, close. Okay. So I'm gonna recap the whole program that I just wrote. So we have our scanner. We have the name of the file. Sorry. Then we have the name for the method, which is called is leap year. It takes booleans. It needs a variable that is an integer. Then we have if statements. So if the year that we decide to put as an input is divisible by 400 and equals 0, then it is a leap year. Here, the year that we decide to put then is divisible by 100 and equals 0. If that's the case, it's going to return false, which means that it's not a leap year. Then if we have the year is divisible by 4 equals 0 and equals true, then that will be a leap year. Then if none of these work, if none of those are the case, then we're gonna go to the else statement and it's gonna return false, so it's not gonna be a leap year. Then here we have the part of the code where we ask the input, we create the scanner, and we have is an if and else statement. So here we have an if statement that says if it is a leap year, then yes, it's gonna say the year that we decide is a leap year as a final result. If not, then it's gonna say that the year that we gave to the program is not a leap year, and then we have then we close the scanner. So I'm gonna test it out so we can check, and I'm gonna use the input examples that I told you before. So you can see there is 2024, 1990, and 2023. So you can see there. Great. So I'm gonna try 2024, and we can see that 2024 is a leap year. Now I'm gonna try again. We wait. I'm not sure why BS code is taking like so long to load. I'm not sure. Then we're gonna try 1990, and it says here 1990 is not a leap year, and then the program ends. So we know that this or this if statements they're working, and this one as well is working. Now I'm gonna try the else statement, just putting as an input 2023. Let's see, 2023. So we can see that 2023 is not a leap year. And yeah, that will be it. I hope the program is written correctly. I hope this is what was expected. So please let me know if you have any type of advice that you could give me to maybe improve the program. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for the help. Thank you for the feedback, and have a good day.